Do you ever feel like you're not enough? Well, you're not alone. Millions of people struggle with self-worth every day, but here's the secret. You already possess everything you need to feel worthy and fulfilled. Welcome to my channel, beautiful souls. My name is Lauren, and today we'll be focusing on nurturing our self-worth. This practice is designed to help you connect with your inner strength, honor your beautiful body, and embrace your inherent value. So roll out your mat, find a comfortable space, and let's begin this empowering journey together. Find a comfortable position, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths to settle into the present moment. As you continue to breathe deeply, bring your awareness to your body. Visualize a warm, glowing light radiating from your body, filling your entire being with a sense of love and compassion. This light represents your inherent worthiness, your inherent value as a human being. With each inhale, allow this light to grow brighter and stronger, filling your entire body with a sense of worthiness and self-love. And as you exhale, release any doubts or insecurities that may be weighing you down. Let go of any negative thoughts or beliefs about yourself. Let's replace those doubts with these affirmations. I am worthy of love and respect just as I am. I deserve all the good things that life has to offer. I am enough exactly as I am in this moment. I release any self-doubt or criticism and embrace my worthiness. I am deserving of happiness, abundance, and success. Let's continue to embody these affirmations throughout our practice today. Bring the soles of your feet together into a bound angle pose. Opportunity for a little foot massage here, little gesture of self-love. Option to bring blocks under the knees for support. Interlace your fingers behind your back, pulling them away from your body to open up the shoulders and to open and lift the chest. Now we'll bring the clasped hands to one side, stretching the neck in the opposite direction. Gently move the head around to feel for any areas of tension and tightness, and try to hold there for a good release. Reach the arms back for another opening of the shoulders and chest. And now we'll bring the clasped hands to the other side, stretching the neck in the opposite direction. Again, feel around for any areas of tension in your neck. It might be different on this side. I found a good knot here that I decided to hold for a couple of minutes, which of course I edited out, but always option to pause the video if you feel a stretch that's extra yummy and you want to hold it a bit longer. One more time, reach the hands back to open up the chest and shoulders and let your true self shine. Use your hands to gently close your knees, and we'll make our way to our belly. Bring your arms parallel underneath your chest. Push into the forearms to lift the chest up, Sphinx pose. Melt the shoulders down the back, feeling engagement through the lats, and keep engagement through your core, your legs, your glutes to avoid unnecessary pressure on the lower back in this back bend. Bring the arms out to the sides in a cactus position, and we'll take the right leg and open up the hip, bringing the foot to the floor in a scorpion twist, feeling that stretch in the left chest and shoulder. It's okay if your foot doesn't touch the floor, just do what you can today. And never push your body, just relax into it. Bring that right leg back down to the mat, and we'll repeat on the other side, bringing that left leg up and over, left foot on the floor, this time feeling that stretch in the right chest and shoulders. And we'll lower that left leg back down to the mat. Now scooch both knees up towards your waist into a full frog pose. Option to rest your head on the forehead or on either cheek. And enjoy this deep hip stretch. Keep engagement through the core and thighs to deepen into the stretch and also to protect your lower back. Option to stay here or use your arms to push yourself up and sink back into the hips for a deeper stretch. You may want to place a blanket or towel under the knees for some cushion. From here, see if you can lift and open the chest while keeping the core and thighs engaged. Push through the palms to sink deeper into the hips, but again, listen to your body and don't push too far. Wherever you are, we'll make our way to a tabletop position. Extend your arms out long in front of you, sinking the chest down towards the mat for puppy pose. Feel a deep opening in the chest and shoulders. Bring the knees out wide, big toes to touch, sinking the hips back and down, child's pose. Let's make our way up to a tabletop position, shoulders stacked over wrists, hips stacked over knees. Pressing through the palms on an inhale, open up the chest, lift the tailbone into cow pose. On an exhale, round the spine, again pushing through the palms to feel that stretch through the back. Cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Continue to move through cow and cat pose, linking the movement with the breath. Go at your own pace, whatever feels good to you. Option to add some additional movement like body circles, whatever feels good to you, whatever feels like your own authentic expression of yourself. The purpose is to warm up the spine and get the juices flowing. Come to stillness, tuck the toes, and sit back onto your feet for a lovely toe stretch. This is one of the most luxurious and delicious stretches that I know, especially after a long day of being on your feet. A nice, well-deserved treat at the end of the day, little act of self-love. Option to keep the palms on the mat if that feels better to you. Make your way back to a tabletop position. Keeping the knee bent, lift the left leg up. Foot can be pointed or flexed. Feel the glute engaging, push through the palms and the right leg for stability. And we pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and hold. Option to stay here or reach the right arm back to grab the left foot, stretching the foot away into a little back bend, tiger pose. Release that left foot back down to the mat and we'll switch sides. Now keeping the right knee bent, lift that leg up. Again, foot can be pointed or flexed. Engage the glute and we pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and hold. Feel and embrace the shakes. Option to stay here or reach the left arm around to grab the right foot, pushing the right foot into the hand, tiger pose, keeping that chest lifted and open. Release the right leg back down to the mat. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Today, let's focus on elongating the spine and opening up the shoulders as you press your chest towards the legs. Option to find some movement here and pedal out the feet. Lift the left leg up and back. And bring that left leg over, stacking the hips. From here, we will make circles with the left leg, feeling that glute working to stabilize you, keeping equal weight between your palms. Now bring the left knee to the chest, stepping the left foot between the hands, and we'll shimmy that left foot to the outer edge of the mat, bringing both hands to the inside for a lizard pose. Option to stay here or to come down to your forearms to deepen that stretch into the left hip. Bring yourself up, shimmy that left foot back between the hands, pick up the torso, reach the arms up overhead for a low lunge. Lift and open the chest, open the heart while bringing the hands down into cactus. Well, the hands and the arms. Reach the arms back up overhead. Tuck the right toes, power up through that right quad and glute, lifting up to a high lunge. push from the ball of the right foot to bring the leg to meet the left leg in a chair pose. Hips sink down and back, weight in the heels. Keep the chest lifted, extending the arms up overhead. Strong quads, strong glutes, strong core, strong foundation. Now power up through the right thigh and quad to step the left foot back into a high lunge, arms reaching up overhead. Lower the left knee down to the mat, low lunge. Lift the chest, open up the heart, cactus arms. Reach the arms back overhead and lower the hands down to the mat. Shimmy the right foot to the outside edge of the mat, bringing both hands on the inside for lizard pose. Again, option to lower to the forearms to feel a deeper stretch in that right hip. Bring the hands back down to the mat, push through the palms to lift the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Now lift the right leg up and back and over to stack the hips, and we'll make circles with that right foot to work that right glute. Press evenly through the palms and engage the core for stability. Bring the right knee to the chest and this time step both feet up to the top of the mat. Standing forward fold. Feet can be hip width apart or together, knees can be straight or bent, arms can be lowered, fingers touching the mat or clasping opposite elbow. Do whatever feels good to you. And on an inhale, press through the feet to come to standing, arms reach up overhead. We'll take a slight back bend here with our cactus arms. Bring the arms through center, down by your sides, mountain pose. Take a moment here to remind yourself, I am enough just as I am. On an inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the feet back into a plank and downward facing dog. Lift the left leg up and back, bringing the left knee to the chest, stepping the foot between the hands, pivot on the back foot, lift the torso up, palms facing down for warrior two. Back toe facing the right side of the mat, front toe facing the front of the mat, grounding through all four corners of your feet. Deep bend in the left knee, making sure the knee does not go over the ankle. Bring the right hand down to the right thigh, reaching the left arm up and over, peaceful warrior. Feel the stretch in the left side body. Moving through a warrior two, bring the left forearm to the left thigh, reaching the right arm up and over, extended side angle. Now feel the stretch in the right side body. Bring the torso back up to warrior two. Now keeping the left foot planted where it is, turn the right foot out towards the back of the mat, bending into the right knee. Option to bring the toes of both feet to a 45-degree angle if this is too much. Engage the quads, the glutes, the core, sink the hips down, goddess pose. Option to bring the hands in prayer, cactus arms, or take any mudra that feels good. This pose symbolizes strength, empowerment, and divine feminine energy. It embodies the qualities of a goddess, representing grace, confidence, and inner power. Straighten the left leg, swiveling the toes towards the side of the mat. Bend into the right knee, arms out, palms towards the floor. Warrior 2. Bring your left hand to your left thigh, reaching the right arm up and over. Peaceful warrior. Moving through warrior 2, bring the right forearm to the right thigh, reaching the left arm up and over for extended side angle. Bring the torso back up to a warrior 2. Now, keeping the right leg where it is, turn the left foot out towards the front of the mat into a goddess pose. Root the feet down into the earth, power up through the quads and glutes as you sink the hips down and embody your inner goddess. Straighten the right leg, turning the toes towards the side of the mat. Keep bending into the left knee, arms out, warrior 2. Cartwheel the hands down to the mat, pushing the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Option to stay here or join me for a vinyasa flow. Inhale plank, exhale lower to the belly or chaturanga. Inhale cobra or upward facing dog, exhale downward facing dog. Now, option to lower the knees, coming into a child's pose, or join me for a challenging flow. Either way, you are enough. Lift the left leg up and back, bringing it over, stacking the hips, continuing that foot's journey down to the floor, lifting up through the thighs and glutes, open up the chest, bring the left arm up and over, wild thing. Use your abs, thighs, and glutes to keep the hips up and avoid collapsing. Now bring that left hand back down to the mat, and if you can, one-legged vinyasa. Keeping the left leg up, we inhale to plank, exhale lower to the belly, chaturanga. Place the foot down, inhaling to cobra or upward facing dog. Both feet on the floor, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Let's go, other side. Reach the right leg up and back, bringing it over, stacking the hips, continuing that right foot's journey down to the mat. Lift the hips up, open the chest, reaching the left arm up and over, wild thing. Remember to use your muscles to push your pelvis forward and avoid the hips collapsing. Bring the right hand back down to the mat, and if you didn't do it last time, maybe you try it this time. One-legged vinyasa. Inhale plank, exhale lower to the belly, chaturanga. Inhale, bring both feet to the ground, cobra upward facing dog, and exhale downward facing dog. Lower both knees to the mat and we'll all meet in a tabletop position. Bringing your weight to your knees, we'll lift the torso up, preparing for camel pose. Bring the palms of both hands to your lower back. Find engagement through your thighs, your glutes and abs to push the pelvis forward as you open and lift the chest into a slight back bend. If you feel anything in your lower back, push the pelvis a little more forward or open up the chest a little more. Option to bring the hands down to the feet for a bigger back bend. Use your abs to bring your torso back up, hands down to the mat. Knees and feet together will sink the hips back and down and sweep the arms back into a child's pose, focusing on the back stretch. Feel the skin of your back stretching as you round and open up across the back. This is a nice counter stretch to all the back bends. Bring your hands down to the mat and make your way to your belly for one last exercise before we cool down. Bring the hands to cactus pose, resting on the forehead or the cheek. Engage the glutes and thighs to lift up the legs. Stay here or also engage your chest and back muscles to lift the upper body into a locust pose. Keep the shoulders melting down the back to engage the lats and upper back. And on an exhale, lower back down to the mat. We'll repeat this 2 more times. Engage the glutes and thighs to lift up the legs. Engage the chest and upper back muscles to lift the chest. And lower. One more time, lift up the legs, lift up the chest, hold. Just a little bit longer this time. And if you didn't lift up your chest before, perhaps this time you give it a go. And lower back down to the mat. Give the hips a little wiggle to release any tension in the lower back. Bring the left knee up into a half frog. Keeping the left leg where it is, find your way onto your back, coming into a supine twist. Both shoulder blades lower to the mat. Option to look at the ceiling or in opposition to that left leg. Roll back over onto your belly, extending both legs out long. This time, bring the right knee up into half frog pose. Leave the right leg where it is, making your way onto your back for a supine twist. Both shoulder blades on the mat, looking up at the ceiling or in opposition to your right leg. Stay on your back, bringing both knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze. Option to rock the knees side to side to release any remaining tension in the lower back. Release the legs out long, arms by your sides for a very well-deserved Shavasana. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths, allowing your body to relax completely. Bringing your awareness to your breath, notice the rise and fall of your chest with each inhale and exhale. Allow your breath to become slow and steady, guiding you into a state of deep relaxation as you reflect on your practice today. Remember, you are inherently worthy just by being you. Let go of any stories people told you about your worth. They are only stories, not facts. This is where I will leave you today. Thank you so much for sharing your time and energy with me, and take a moment to express gratitude towards yourself for creating this time and space for your self-improvement. If you enjoyed this practice, please give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below on how this practice felt for you today. Subscribe and join us as we journey through the Zodiac seasons, improving each aspect of our lives along the way, so that by the end of the astrological year, we will have improved every area of our lives. I love you so much. Namaste.